Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, we're back again.
What's up?
Welcome to the Shitnanigans podcast.
Episode 4.
Episode 4, but we have 5 of us today.
We have 5.
We have a continuation of last week with Mr. Jay Landels.
Alright.
And then we also have mine and Corny's housemate, Mr. Jake Parkman. How are you doing, sir?
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I see you every fucking day, man.
Yeah,
What's that?
How you feeling,
the
mate?
show.
How's your day been? What you been doing?
Right. I came back from Gloucester, actually.
Oh, yeah, what have you done between Gloucester and now?
Come back home, and then we went out to look at a new house.
Which was apparently a piece of dog shit.
Hopefully we would have been moving into, but it was not very lovely.
Oh dear.
And then we went back home, and then we came here. We had food at some point.
I feel
as
like
well.
you're missing one thing out of this. You're avoiding...
No, that was all. And then we came here, and then now, well, I'm speaking into this microphone.
Jake is very baked right now.
He is fucking out of it. He's got the goofiest fucking smile on. He's like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
But let's, move the heat over to someone else.
So, how's everything with everyone else then?
It's been fucking sweaty as shit
Yeah,
today.
mate,
It has
it's
been
hot.
sweaty as shit.
Yeah.
It's warm. You've probably been sweating a lot.
I actually kind of had a DIY shower earlier.
What's a DIY shower? Isn't every shower DIY? Don't
Just hold a bucket over your head or something.
That is pretty much what he did.
I was using a 2-litre bottle, and I got my swimming trunks on.
Why did you not just get in the shower, mate?
This way was more fun.
It was a lot of fun. They stood on the balcony. I did the first bottle, but I put all cold water in, and I kind of almost died. I ventilated quite a bit, and then Corey put some warm in, and it was bloody lovely. There was no washing involved really. It was more of just water.
Just to cool you down.
Yeah, and get rid of the sweat on me because I
Jake
was.
is quite possibly the sweatiest man I've ever met. He
Same.
gets sweaty
I beg to
walking up the
differ.
stairs.
Yeah, I
really?
can think of another.
I can think of another man who is much sweatier.
I think we're all thinking the same thing.
But other than him, Jake is definitely the sweatiest man.
Mate, you did
Yeah.
not see him earlier.
Yeah, I've seen him very sweaty.
Yeah, I say
was a
Lee
new level.
Evans is
Hey,
me on a good day.
That is a fairly
And Lee
accurate.
Evans is very sweaty.
Today,
all the fucking time.
I was not doing well. By the time I got my swimming trunks on, I had looked like I already bathed.
Literally, there
It
was
looks like I
sweat.
just came out of a swimming pool. I was absolutely dripping.
There was sweat dripping off his arm,
Yeah,
his
it was
nose,
like-
his hair, his fucking
it
legs.
was bad, yeah.
That's foul.
You're like
It
fucking
was-
slip and slide.
Essentially, yeah.
slip and
And
slide.
then I poured all that water over me, and I felt pretty fresh.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Isn't
Awesome.
every shower a do-it-yourself shower though? Or did you get help?
Well, yeah.
Wait, what?
You seem like someone
Depends
who
how
would
nice you ask,
You
Jacob.
seem like someone who would need
Well,
help.
not since I was 18, but I've done it myself for almost 3 years now.
Not since I was 18.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell, man.
Who helped you? Your uncle?
Yeah, at first, but then I didn't see him for a few years.
Where'd he go?
It was around when I was 5. And then he just turned back up. And then and he was like, "Remember what we used to do?" And I was like, "Yeah, what?" And he was like, "Get in that shower, boy." So yeah, I mean,
The rest is history.
yeah. And I was told once I turned 18, I have to just bathe myself, which I was quite disappointed by, because obviously 18 years you live and you learn that's how it works. But I did wonder how, my grandparents washed and stuff. I was like, who do they have come in and do it? They don't have their uncles, obviously. So
Why not?
Uncles
yeah,
are
maybe
probably
it's
dead,
just
mate.
the
Their
next door neighbours
grandparents.
or something. But
You know what they say, caring is sharing.
yeah,
Unless it's HIV.
sharing is caring.
Unless it's HIV.
That's always been my thing.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, don't share everything.
don't share it, yeah.
What are things that you wouldn't share, Jake?
Let's not get into that right now. Maybe in a bit.
Corny's yellow-handed scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
you don't want to
those.
share those. You don't want to be sharing the yellow-handed scissors. For those who don't know, in a previous episode, I think it was episode
It was last week.
Was it
episode
last
3,
week?
we discussed that Corny has a pair of scissors with a yellow handle that he uses to trim his man garden. So you don't want to be using those yellows
Around the tree trunk.
Around the tree
Yeah.
trunks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase like I've used them to cut my nails.
No, just
Who
my
cuts their nails with scissors?
just my nose hairs.
If you don't have a pair of nail clippers, you have to go.
You've got to
with
adapt,
scissors.
mate.
I would never
Scissors
take a pair
are well
of
shit for doing that.
Yeah.
They are shit, but you gotta make do and mend, mate.
No,
Or
mate.
just
try
be
your
a
best.
real
Fucking-
person and use nail clippers.
Yeah.
But what
What
if
if
they're
you can't
not
find them?
available, mate?
Then you fucking go to the shop and get some. They're like
They're
50p.
Fuck They're like the most common
I
object in the
can't be
world.
asked
I
to
just
fucking
tear
walk to
my
the shop to
Toenails off.
Oh, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I just peel
Not
them off.
completely. Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Sadistic
Yeah,
fucker.
just the top bit. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You just peel the entire toenail off.
Well,
don't,
no, not the
please.
entire thing, just the
Please
tip.
Oh my god, is that
No,
Hey Joe?
let's not do this.
Just the tip.
Yeah, sometimes it bleeds, but just wipe it off.
That's what you're into, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Rob a.
He loves a bit of
You
blood.
just put a carrier bag on your foot for a bit, and
It's not even a festival.
Does it have to
Good.
be?
It's all good.
It has to be one that's been outside for a good few weeks, though, isn't it?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's been in the bin or something.
Yeah.
You'll get some mould on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
bit
you
of
wanna
dirt.
Help
Build
seal
your
the
immune
wound.
It's
system.
good to build the base with jam as well, so it sticks better to your foot. So.
You must be a big fan of the 5p bag thing then, because you get high quality bags for your foot
I
bags.
don't know though. Yeah, it is handy because they used to have holes in all the
Do
time.
you store your foot bag
think
next
they
to your
still
toe
have holes
knife?
They're
Oh,
to
do
stop
they?
children suffocating.
Yeah, what's that about, man? That's just natural selection. I mean, I did it once when I was a kid, and then I was like, "Oh Christ, I see what people are on about now," and then I didn't do it. That's I think how you should learn stuff. Not just don't do it, but like do it, and then see have a near-death experience, and be like, "Yeah, actually, that's not great."
Life lessons with Jake. Do it,
Did
go
anybody
now.
else kind of zone out,
No.
including the listeners?
I did a little bit.
Yeah.
You were talking. To be fair, I think he's very zoned out right
To
now.
be fair,
just
Jake
permanently.
is like this no matter what.
He's always the same.
I'm pretty amazing. That went over like a lead balloon. Which I actually saw on TV. It was like Mythbusters or something. He actually made a lead balloon.
Did it work?
Oh,
It did.
Nice.
that's cool.
Fun facts for you there, listeners. Lead balloons do work.
I know a lot of random fun facts as well. If they pop into my head, I'll
See,
share them for you.
after I saw this episode of Mythbusters and it was about brown noise, and ever since then I've just been bullshit.
Brown noise.
Brown noise. Brown noise is the noise which the army were trying to develop. Not obviously they weren't trying to develop
Oh,
a noise
yeah.
that makes the enemy shit themselves, but they did the experiment really wrong and it made me really angry, and I haven't watched it since.
It's the brown note.
Yeah.
If
South
anyone
Park, though.
watches The League.
No.
No.
Okay, well, for all those listeners that watch The League, the brown note.
Yeah.
Special shout out
they
to all
just did
two
it
of
wrong
you.
and it made me really angry, so I haven't
Or
watched it
just
since.
me. And then I'll be like,
When you're
that
listening
kid knows
later,
what he's
you'll be
talking
like,
about.
Yeah.
And I'll realise it's me, but
On the subject of brown notes, so Jake, everyone in this room has been asked this question. Fingers up bums, yay or nay?
no, I haven't had it, and I don't wish.
You wish not to partake.
Yes,
See, it's a mistake.
I'd
See,
rather
that is a
not.
big
You of all
mistake.
people in this room are the person that I'd expect to be well up for fingers up bums.
Oh, really?
Really?
Crikey.
Look,
Why?
I've seen some of the
Interesting.
shit you watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was him that watched that.
What, the horrible WW, like, the wrestling shit
No,
where it's...
Oh
Yeah.
no,
No.
that's just wrestling, mate. What are you talking about?
He's talking about.
Didn't it?
The
didn't they
horse
use-
dildo.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah, that wasn't me. That was him.
That was me.
That was corny.
Oh, cool.
We just used Jake's laptop.
Yeah, he was like, he knows a
disappointment,
great
Corny.
website where you can go and watch it. So
No, it's just
we
you,
all
you
just watch that
literally just
together.
Google horse dildo porn and then click on the first Pornhub link.
Is that that's just your initiation at this point? Just force everyone who comes in to watch horse
Only,
dildos.
essentially,
only the
it's weird,
people
isn't
that are like quality,
Oh,
like
Jacob.
Abdul,
Oh.
our friend Abdul.
Who's currently sat in the room
Big
next
up.
door to us.
Yeah.
just
Making
so you
some
know.
He's watched the
beats.
horse dildo
Present.
porn, hasn't he?
Did he? I think he did.
I think he did.
Oh yeah, I think
or
he
was
was
it
there.
Kieran?
I've watched horse
Kieran's
dildo
watched
porn.
it.
dude.
Definitely
Kieran,
Kieran,
it's
'cause then
definitely
he bought-
Kieran
I'm glad you
Jacob.
said it was with
Then he
them.
started talking about midget porn.
Yeah, midget
just-
porn.
He's a fan of midget porn, Kieran.
Yeah.
Or he just knows about it. What did he call it?
Nugget porn.
It was like nugget
Nugget
porn.
porn.
Isn't that
Jesus
just,
Christ.
isn't that people who have had like legs and
Amputees.
arms
Oh,
amputated?
Yeah.
Call
Yeah.
amputees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it was just a midget, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or we
that was
couldn't
different.
find
So
it
they
under
just bundled
Nugget.
together.
So like, yeah,
Midgets
the
and
closest
quadruple
we found was
amputees.
Nugget.
Nugget. Doesn't sound like a word.
There is some fucked up shit
Nugget.
out there.
Nugget.
And you've
Oh,
managed
yeah.
to find a
Nugget.
great deal of it.
Yeah, most
Nugget.
definitely. Yeah.
Nugget. Nugget.
Why are you
Go on,
saying
can you
nugget?
stop saying
Doesn't
nugget?
sound like a real word, does it?
Nugget.
Nugget.
Yeah,
Nugget.
like chicken
You
nuggets.
worked at McWork. Oh yeah, we
No.
talked about your
Kex
McWork.
work.
Yeah.
We talked about his
McWork.
McWork last week.
Yeah.
And what have you done?
I quit McDonald's.
He quit his
He's
muck work.
quit.
Yeah,
His muck skills were too good for their muck asses.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why
pretty
did you
much.
quit then?
Just because
After,
they were
what, a
just
week?
like I had like one good shift and I was like, oh man, working at
Work
McDonald's. I remember doing all this and I was like, yeah, it was proper like nostalgic.
Work
And then like it
nostalgic.
was just I got past the nostalgia period into the this is miserable, I want to die period.
Muck die.
And then basically they just like were knobs. So I was like,
Mucky
you know what,
cunts.
I'm gonna fuck off. Yeah, they're muck cunts.
Muck cunt.
Muck cunt.
I went
Oh.
to McDonald's yesterday.
Something I would not purchase.
What a muck cunt. Imagine if McDonald's became a
Not on P
brothel.
menu.
What would their girls be
99p
like?
muck cunt.
Girls that like fast food, I would probably imagine.
Thing is, would
If
it
it
be
fast
food,
with
I'd
the,
cheese
with the
for
money,
19p.
they could get anyone. They could get anyone.
Yeah.
Thing is, would it
Like,
be
money
like
McDonald's has got.
like a secret like brothel part of McDonald's where it's like the muck cunt and like you get a
Like
lady
special menu.
You've
Or-
heard of the
or-
McGangbang, right?
Yeah, man, I used to eat the McGangbang all the fucking time, man. Does anyone not know who
Have you not-
what the
have you not heard of
McGangbang
it?
is?
It's like every burger.
No,
Oh,
man, it's
together.
not every burger.
Oh,
it's,
I'm sorry.
You get,
And then you,
get a
said
double
all
cheese-
of that without meat, please.
Can I have
Alex
that?
is a
Just like,
vegetarian.
that is a huge stack of lettuce and bread.
No, this was before
And
I was
cheese.
vegetarian.
Okay.
This was before I was vegetarian. Basically, what it is you get a double cheeseburger and a chicken, not a chicken sandwich, mayo chicken. That's
Mayo
it.
chicken.
No.
So yeah, you get those, and then you
Mayo.
take the double cheeseburger apart, and like the two burgers are on like a separate bit of bread. Then you
McBread.
put the mayo chicken inside the double cheeseburger, and you got.
That sounds
Not-
good.
This is sounding like
It sounds
diabetes
dry.
on a plate.
It's
That sounds
it's
so
really
dry.
good. It's
It
really
does.
nice.
Well, did anyone see the in America they made these what was it? Double bacon, double
yeah.
bacon and cheese or whatever cheeseburger, but they changed the buns for deep fried crusty cream
Oh
donuts.
no.
Crusty cream. Crispy cream.
Yeah, a bit of crusty cream.
That's like
Jake loves a bit of crusty cream.
You're getting that with
It'd be like more
I
like
reached his threshold. He's coughing.
oh crusty
No,
Crispy
it's
cream.
when he said that, and the first thing was because you're talking about porn.
yeah. I was hoping someone was gonna go there.
Yeah. A nice bit
Continue.
of crusty semen.
But yeah, they just like it looks more like a bagel, but it's like deep fried donut. As
That
their
sounds
bun.
pretty nice.
That I would,
To be honest, it sounds incredible,
Would bang.
but
Would
obviously
10 out of 10
you would
always
probably
bang.
again.
be hospitalised after you ate it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
diabetes.
They
and-
only did it in a couple of
Heart
places in
disease.
America,
Diabetes.
but mate, I would want that
Diabetes.
shit.
It would
Shout out
double
to
my
Wilson
As soon as I
Bruce.
heard about it, I was like, I want that. And then, but like, I couldn't.
You say that, but it's like the Scottish with their fried Mars bars.
That
Mate, deep
sounds-
fried
Mate,
Mars
we have
bars are
that.
so
Mate.
good.
Fucking
Yeah,
deep
it's
fried
got- it's a
curly
Scottish
whirlies are the
thing,
best.
Oh, is it?
I haven't had a deep fried curly whirly.
No better.
I've had a deep fried Mars bar, a deep
best.
fried jam sandwich, and a deep fried bit of pizza.
Deep
Why the
fried jam
fuck?
sandwich.
It was absolutely fucking beautiful, mate. Fucking
Christ.
lovely.
Oh,
Like the
crikey.
batter with the bread and the jam. Oh, it was like heaven. It was
Sounds
heaven
very
on earth.
sickly though.
It was
Yeah.
very
Did
sickly.
it
I could only
finish
eat
you
half. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't get one to yourself. You get one between like three of you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all-
But you see, you haven't met me because I have no self-control when it comes to food. Just
well,
eat all of it.
like you get that a third of the way through this, and we're like, no, I literally can't eat anymore.
That sounds like
Is that a
something we should
challenge?
Yes.
Oh,
What is it, a
sounds
jam
like
sandwich?
Sounds
Deep
like a food
fried,
challenge.
battered jam sandwich.
I see. I don't like jam sandwiches. So
you
I'm
won't
already
get
at a
it.
loss.
Yeah.
We could do a bit of me eating competition with Shitnanigans.
That sounded very sexual with the way you're moving your eyes.
Eating.
My eyebrows are just going a bit crazy.
For those of you who
a
don't
second.
know, Jake, and I've featured in one of them as well. He does like food challenges.
Yeah, I've uploaded like 2.
Yeah, but
It's
he's
because-
done more than that.
It's
The
because
camera
some
keeps
of them,
dying.
Yeah, it's always technical issues. It's so annoying. Like the first time I didn't finish it, so it was like I just didn't want to upload it. And then like another time it was cut short because the camera went off and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't want to upload these because they're like unfinished. I finished like the first one, kind of. Even in that one, the camera shut off halfway through. So it was like,
Aren't you a film student?
yeah,
But when he's the one not in front of the camera, he's like
not behind the camera.
he's being filmed.
Yeah, it's getting other people to.
Me and Jake once did a challenge where we ate 12. How many was it? 24 bags.
28 bags of
28
crisps.
bags of crisps.
Yeah,
in
it
one
was
sitting.
it was in like a massive 28 bags in a
Like multi-pack.
in a bag,
Jesus.
multi-pack.
Was it
So
Walkers?
I was at the shop and I was
just
like,
as his own.
let's do that. Yeah, it was like.
So it wasn't even good crisps. It was like the shittest crisps.
Mate,
I
I've
don't
done
mind
like
the as his own brand, man.
I've
They're
done
all
like
right.
half a litre of brown sauce before.
Other supermarkets
no.
are available.
I wouldn't recommend it. It did not go down the
He
tree.
tried to drink just over a litre of vinegar,
Yeah.
and he got through maybe 100 millilitres before literally dying. His
Yeah.
throat closed up.
That
He
was
couldn't
crazy.
breathe.
It was a very funny
Yeah,
mug.
it was
that.
just
It was.
like. And I was just like, I was kind of dying and everyone was laughing. But I was like, at
It
least
was quite
everyone-
funny, mate. Not gonna
At least
lie.
everyone's laughing now. That's how I want
The
to
thing is,
go.
we didn't realise how
Everyone
severe it
laughing over
was
me when I
until
die.
after you told us that like your throat closed up and stuff.
Yeah,
We
no,
were
I
just
didn't
laughing
realise-
because you were going.
You didn't realise how severe it was until he couldn't
Oh
breathe.
yeah, I thought I could drink vinegar, but oof, that's a lot.
What was it, like malt vinegar?
And then,
like you put
yeah.
in chips?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
fuck.
like, I was so sick to my belly, I was like,
Sick to your stomach is the saying, by the way.
Yeah, I prefer that.
The next,
It was on a TV show.
the next
Always
food
Sunny in
challenge
Philadelphia.
that they like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. as
I
well.
know, man.
I made a reference to it
they're
earlier,
cool.
and you did. I said, "Do you put your foot bag right next to your toe knife?"
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Nah.
Yes, that's where they go.
But yeah, the next challenge that I'm going to be doing with Jake as well is we're going to drink 6 pints of milk in one
Fight
go.
milk.
Don't do that. Are you going to put food colouring
Not
in it to
fight
make it
milk.
hilarious?
That's a bit too
That'd
alcoholic
be
for me.
mate.
Mate,
But then
we'll
you
put
have
a bit
the
of
strength
food
of the
colouring in it. It might be
I'd
quite
probably
amusing.
die. So.
What? 4
But you do
pints
get the
of milk?
strength of
6
the crow
pints of
after
milk.
it.
6 pints of
Yeah,
milk.
we're just gonna get 6 pints of milk and down
Try
it.
and
You know,
chug
like,
it.
Well,
6
there's all
pints.
that like gallon of milk, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna try that, because we don't do them in gallons.
So yeah, 6 gallons of milk. Is
6 pints of milk.
It's fucking ridiculous. You're gonna throw up everywhere.
It's going to be funny.
I reckon I'll be
can't
able to
wait.
handle it because I'm gonna make myself super thirsty beforehand. Obviously, that sounds, like, yeah, of course you would, but like, when I get fully thirsty, man, I can down a lot. So I reckon I'm gonna nail it.
I watched him
I
chug 2
feel like
litres
not
of
great
just
after.
water earlier, just straight out of the bottle.
Do it outside. At least do your challenge
Yeah.
outside. So if
We'll
you
do it on the
vom-
balcony
Do your
because
carpet a
it
favour.
looked nice as well.
do it in the street.
It
Just
would look
fucking
nice
everyone up.
when you
nice.
vomit.
Yeah, it's better than doing it like on the ground level. Like it's. Just trust me in this.
So
I'm
just
a,
go
I'm a
further.
film person.
Set up a GoPro underneath and catch all the.
The sick coming down.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't be throwing up because I'm too good.
I
For it.
Alex
probably
is
will.
sick.
I
Alex,
throw up
mate.
with the crisps.
And that was a dry
You
throw
throw
up
the
as well. I heard it just fall into the bag like it's clumps.
It was not nice. It really wasn't good.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I did we say the results of that? Because I did a lot more than Alex.
Oh, I did 12 bags before throwing up and quitting.
And I did 18 before stopping.
You didn't
because-
throw up?
No, I wasn't going to go to throw up, but, I was like, okay, that's enough.
See, it really annoyed me
18
because when
bags,
these two
that's
did that
enough.
food challenge, I was the only one that wasn't doing. Oh, I wasn't the only one, but I was the only one that thought strategy. Because towards the end, their mouths were getting cut up from all the crisps. They were eating this like salty
hurt,
ones,
man.
so it hurt. And I was just like,
Oh,
"You
yeah.
fucking idiots! Just do all the salty ones first. Like, just be a
All
bit
of them are
strategic."
salty, man.
No, not all of them.
Yeah, like
Salt and vinegar,
they all
cheese
have
and
a decent
onion.
amount of salt on.
Yeah, I know,
Cheese
but
and
some
onion,
of them are
like
more salty.
The flavouring on the Asda cheese and onion is fucking
Burns.
It burns, man.
Fair play.
The one that was
they
probably the
just
best
don't
was
do
the
it.
pink.
Nah,
Yeah,
because then
prawn
you don't get the
cocktail.
humorous like
The dry
that
throw
we
up
got
in a
from
bag.
Alex.
It was
That was
very
worth
funny.
it.
Is crisp bag colouring a standard by now set up by Walkers. Like prawn and cocktail.
Yeah.
If it's not
No,
pink,
no.
fuck
Prawn
off.
and cocktail.
Prawn cocktail.
It's pink.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always pink.
No,
Yeah.
but cheese and onion and salt and vinegar are always different.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're blue.
Red's
some-
always green.
Yeah, always blue or green.
That's what,
Yeah,
this is
cheese
why I
and
have
onion's
trust
always
issues.
blue, and
Yeah, but
salt
they're
and vinegar's
swapped
always
over.
green. When have they done that?
There's like some crisps.
I don't know about
Fuck
that.
'em.
We're gonna have to.
There are some
There's
crisps
a lot
that
of-
have
we're gonna have to
blue.
look that up.
That have blue.
Cheese and onion.
Nah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
but they're different
Salt and
brands.
vinegar.
If we're talking about Walkers,
No, Walkers is,
Well, yeah,
but
of
like in
course.
general,
Oh.
crisp brands, do they just follow the same
Red
standard?
is
Yeah, sometimes
always
they
like
try to.
original, like
Yeah,
salted.
ready salted,
definitely.
Ready salted. Definitely.
No,
What
in
purple-
kettle chips, it's sweet chili because for
Yeah, but I'm not counting them, man.
Yeah,
They're
kettle
posh
chips
crisps.
completely
they're
different.
good crisps.
yeah,
They are.
They are
yeah,
very
but
good
That's
crisps,
because they're
but they're like
crisps.
posh crisps.
I like them.
They are nice. I'm not saying they're not.
Yeah.
But like, you can't judge a kettle chip next to like a Walker. You can't.
Yeah.
They're in
Apples
completely
and
different
oranges.
worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are the same thing, but they're not. Because it's like apples and oranges, as you say, are both fruit. But like, you wouldn't compare them. Like in a fruit salad, they
Yeah.
work. But like,
I know people who would.
Yeah.
what? Compare an apple and an orange?
Yeah.
So would I. I know people.
Like, you look at the apple and you're like, tasty. You look at the orange, you're like, I'm allergic to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not
Are you
comparing
allergic
them.
to orange?
They're
are you?
like both
And we were doing
fruits.
apples and
I know
pears
someone
anyway,
who's
not
that.
oranges.
Or whatever, apples and pears, apples
Because I
and
was
oranges,
thinking, well,
who
one of
gives a
them's like
fuck?
a multi-billion-pound company, and one of them's a pear.
Oh, no, we're not talking about that, mate.
It's
Yeah.
like on all,
No shit.
That was just awful.
whereas on all,
Basically.
Just Jake's in there like, I do not approve.
whereas on like all Nickelodeon shows, it's pear. It's not apple. It's pear.
Yeah, it's because copyright.
iCarly. Represent.
iCarly.
Yeah.
Seriously, they
as
can't
well.
even say the fruit.
No, because it's on the back of a laptop.
Because they have like a
They
pear
don't ban
pod.
the word apple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They like either like do like
Imagine
A bowl of fruit in
the
front of it.
English language if they started banning words that companies had used to name themselves.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
let me just
try and stop me from saying apple boy.
goggle that.
We should goggle that. Yeah. Goggle box.
Oh yeah,
Goggle
so you
box
couldn't
is
say
good.
goggle.
They couldn't say Google box.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not.
you
that,
couldn't call
though,
a
is
fruit
it?
an apple. So, or you couldn't
It's
say
not
orange
about
because you had
Google,
orange.
It's about goggle.
They've
No,
just,
orange
I
isn't
see,
a company
Everything
anymore.
would just
Yeah, it's
become
part of E though.
like
so
this
it's
is
still
the fruit formerly
E
known as
orange.
apple.
Yeah, Jacob's right.
Yeah, because E Orange
Formerly
and T-Mobile is EE, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you couldn't say orange. You couldn't. What else couldn't you say if all companies were thing? You couldn't say apple. You couldn't say apple for two reasons: the record label and the.
Hasn't orange
You couldn't say
stopped?
virgin,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be a virgin.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just a person that has not engaged in sexual intercourse.
Yeah, it's
So
too
That's a
long.
Yeah.
company name.
That is, yeah, probably.
Intercourse is definitely.
You couldn't use the word porn, man.
We can
Or
use
first.
rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah, you couldn't say rabbit.
What are you trying to
Oh
do?
yeah.
Apparently,
Oh, yeah.
apparently there's
Oh,
a
goodness.
motorbike called Rabbit.
After I saw the actions, that was.
I'd just like to clarify they are heavy duty vibrators that you can buy from Ann Summers.
Okay.
Heavy duty.
Heavy duty.
Duty.
Industrial
Yeah,
size.
like a jackhammer.
I know because they're the one with like they have like the
It
dildo
is.
bit and then they have like the round like
clips
ear
Do they
in
bit,
make
like-
one that's like a jackhammer that's called a jackrabbit, do you think?
Probably
No.
not.
Yeah.
mate.
Do they
I don't
actually?
know.
There's some fucked up shit.
To
out there.
Google. Let's find
Let's
out
ask
about
Jake.
dildos.
Let's ask Jake. In all your
What was the
experiences
question?
with dildos, is there
probably
a...
have had some.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I have not, but carry on.
Do you know if a jackrabbit is a brand of dildo that the renowned Ann Summers brand Rabbit have within their line of stock?
Yes, they do.
There you go.
Because I know they have like on like some like really weird fucking porn.
Yeah.
Or like some of that like
His
really
favourite.
underground shit. They
Really
have
underground.
like
Yeah,
the,
this stuff I
they have the
totally
thing where
don't
it's,
know
like,
anything
the
about.
sex machine.
Yeah.
Where they have like the dildo and then it's like a hydraulic thing where it's like
Mate, that
What,
just
like
looks
in-
brutal.
like in
Could you
Bruno?
imagine if it
Right.
slipped
Yeah,
out
like
and
in
just like
Bruno.
fucking jabbed to your like you're just there and she's getting like fucked by the machine, but then like she slips out, it just starts like stabbing her in the like leg and stuff.
It's not a knife.
That's what I always think. Mate, at the speed of these things are moving, it's still gonna fucking hurt. You're still gonna get walloped with this big because they're never small dildos. Let's face it, they're always like fucking 9 inches minimum.
Horse dildos.
Yeah, they are fucking massive. So it's just kind of like if that thing flopped out, it just started like ramming you.
I
in
think
the
it would
side
just
of the
hurt
legs.
a bit. You
But
wouldn't
yeah.
like draw blood.
Also, right,
Probably
they
not.
probably
Just
like hit
make
you and
me
go
feel
like,
better.
just like bend out the way because they're fucking floppy as shit.
True.
Most of them.
You get
Like no one
PTSD
is doing,
afterwards.
no one is doing that with like a candle for like a fucking dildo. It's not gonna hit you in the leg like It's gonna bend out your way. It's gonna slap you in the arse.
And like, what happens if like the dildo reaches the end of their vagina?
the
It's just
end
gonna-
of you.
Yeah, it's just gonna go kind of like boom, boom.
It just hit your cervix.
Yeah,
and it'd
exactly,
Be fucking
that would
painful as
hurt.
shit. That's why girls.
Specifically your cervix.
Yeah, specifically mine.
Is that why you wake up in the night crying in pain?
Specifically.
Is your, porn counterpart?
That's why
getting
I
rammed?
don't think girls appreciate that having a dick which is over 9 inches probably wouldn't be a pleasurable experience.
No.
It's like,
Probably not.
bigger is not always better. It's how you use it.
Mm.
That's a
On
quote
to-
from
on-
Gandhi.
as we're
For all
talking,
you small guys out there.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say, all right, Jacob, someone's compensating.
I'm not
while
compensating for
we're
anything.
talking, while we're
Speaking for
talking,
the people.
while we're talking
Yes,
about your
present.
dick, shall we draw
no.
on to something that you said today? Essentially, while we were
do you
walking,
want me
me and Landals and
Hello.
Jacob were walking back from Sainsbury's.
I was.
The other
Old
day.
say nos, catching some Pokemon.
Yeah, catch some Pokemon, and just generally, I was having a sip of my drink whilst this occurred, and we walked
Detail.
past two black ladies, and
Okay,
and
let's take a turn.
they were pretty nice. Like me and Joe agreed that one of them we would, the other one we
By
wouldn't.
Joe, which one?
This Joe.
Oh.
Hello.
This Joe.
Not the
Hi.
shit one.
My name is Joe.
Yeah, I was just going to call you this fella.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
Okay,
what
nice
did
to
you,
meet you.
Jacob? What
God,
did you say?
I'm not a racist, man, but I think the penis might be.
Isn't that what everyone who's racist says?
No, because
I'm not racist, but
No, it's
not
just
a
I think
racist,
my
but
penis. I think like,
immigration.
Jacob has a racist dick.
I think I have a racist penis. Like, I myself am not a racist man, but my penis is secretly a member of the Ku Klux Klan. That rhymed.
really white.
That really fucking rhymed as well.
Did your dick vote out?
No, my dick voted out, but I voted in. Funnily enough, when you're fucking a girl, it does the same thing. That also rhymed. No, I'm secretly Shakespeare.
You're actually a poet.
Shakespeare wasn't a poet, you twat.
He wrote sonnets and shit.
You did write sonnets.
Did
He
write
did
Sonic.
write stuff.
I know, but like,
So you can take your Shakespeare and shove them up your
I mean,
arse.
he was nowhere as good as
I recognise that from somewhere.
Frank Turner or
Alex Matthews.
Alex Matthews.
Travelling back to hers for
Travelling
nights of
back to
drilling.
hers for
Or
nights of
Alex
drilling.
Turner.
Only for her to hurt me,
You
just like fillings.
Like a cigarette.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure my
Excuse me.
penis thinks that a condom is a Ku Klux Klan member's coat because it's very racist. Like, I myself could look at a woman and be like, very attractive, but my penis is just not having it. It's just,
Just to
So,
confirm,
yeah.
me and Landals were not walking along the road with hard-ons.
No, well,
He might have been,
Alex.
but I definitely wasn't.
Just think about that for a second.
fair, we
What
could've-
was it, did I?
to be fair, once again, Alex is not wearing underwear. So
Oh,
we-
yeah.
in fact, he informed us of this on the walk.
he was like, hey guys, I'm wearing
Hey,
socks today.
They're pretty fit. Also, I'm not wearing underwear.
I've got socks on today, at least.
That's
Why would
Crazy how
socks
much
be
that sounds
what
like
you-
Alex.
It does. But it's
Because the
literally
shoes I'm wearing have like worn down so much. Like if I had my feet in them with no socks, like they would touch the road.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, man. It's like walking
Why don't you just buy
barefoot.
some new shoes?
Because I like those shoes. They're comfortable.
Not anymore. They go to the fucking floor.
So I'll have to wear socks with them. Were
Well,
you
so
not
you're
wearing socks before?
You're essentially not wearing shoes, but the bottom of socks and some shoes
No,
that
they're
cover
not-
the top
they're
of
not
your
that bad.
foot.
It's
What
just
do you
like
have
they're
in your
very-
top drawer?
Your shoes is like owning just the roof of
To
a
be fair, I keep my
gazebo.
socks and my underwear in my bottom drawer.
Oh.
Yeah, where do you keep your underwear?
Yeah, I was
In a-
gonna
in
ask
a
the
drawer.
discussion.
But what drawer?
Top
Yeah,
drawer.
which
Top
one?
drawer.
Absolutely.
Top
Really?
drawer too, yeah,
Oh,
man.
mine's in my bottom drawer.
You're the weird one.
You're a fucking
But
strange man.
What I was saying is, what
just-
does Alex put in his
Yeah.
top drawer if he doesn't wear any socks or underwear?
Oh no, I have
Is it-
underwear
is it
and
just all-
socks in my top drawer if I want to wear them, or if I have a pair of a garment in which I have to
Has
wear
cock
them.
socks as
Like
well.
his
man.
skirts
and stuff in
Like your mini
regions.
skirts.
with short shorts.
Like sometimes after a while, because I'm quite an active human being, like you generally get some tears
Bullshit.
and stuff. Fuck off.
There's
a vitriol in it.
No, like when we go to the skate park and stuff, and I fall off my bike.
I think he's hot. He's getting hot.
When
Or
did
if
you
I fall off
your
my bike sometimes, I might get a tear. Or generally, if I do the splits, I get a tear down the middle.
How often are you doing the fucking
exactly.
splits?
I've never seen you do the
I hate
splits.
it when I'm like walking around my house. I'm like, I'm gonna do cheeky splits, and my fucking pants split.
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
never
pants
had
my
that.
trousers.
Yeah.
Never had that before in my life. I've
what?
never seen you
Now
do the
you know what
splits.
you keep
I've
hearing
lived with
flooding
you
from Alex's
since
room.
September,
I was
and
gonna
I've
say,
never
I've-
seen you do the splits.
I've never seen you do
I would do it now, but we're kind of in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
and
you're doing it
wouldn't
fucking
happen.
after,
I
though. You're
think
going
I
in that
would
corridor
never-
and you're doing the splits.
I'll give it a go.
I don't think I'll relive the shock, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it would be.
that would
a
be an
small
image.
post about it as well. I'd be like, oh, that was actually quite a solid splits, or what a pathetic attempt.
Or, oh my god, what the hell am I seeing? This is indelible.
Yeah.
I want
Why
to
is your
die.
cock hanging
Here's a
out?
picture of it.
You want to be careful because if you split your trousers, you might give yourself carpet burn.
Also, might split my gooch as well,
Oh,
which would also be
Ooh.
not
Ow.
a very nice
Goodness.
thing to do.
this isn't a pleasant conversation.
No.
Mama.
PBA, that one.
What?
Peanut butter and jelly.
That's PBJ, not PBA.
He doesn't know his alphabet. We apologise. He learned to
PBJ
read
is
the other
good.
day.
After his uncle was
So-
teaching him for 18 years.
Let's chat.
Hey Jake, have you had any really, really weird sex stories? I imagine you have.
Yeah, I want to hear some of
Definitely
these.
has. Definitely has.
No, I mean, I wouldn't have thought so.
Well, you're the one who
I
needs
mean,
to tell
there's some
us.
barbed wire. It's pretty standard.
What?
Wrestling with barbed wire. That's nothing, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good entertainment. But it's not like I do that in the bedroom.
Are you essential?
Hold on, love, let me just get out my barbed wire. But like, excuse me?
What are you fucking chatting?
Yeah. What are you doing with that barbed wire, sorry?
You must have
Oh,
something vaguely interesting. Like, did you like fucking a car? Have you like?
Nope.
Oh no, you said
Unfortunately not.
one thing the other day.
Yeah.
You said like while you were driving along, you've received a blowjob.
A
roadhead.
That's vaguely interesting.
Well, you
That's
know,
quite interesting.
someone brought it up, so I had something to say.
So, you've been given the roadhead. That's a dream of mine.
Yeah.
Long road trip. Getting-
Trousers down,
Yeah,
driving the car.
It's not
Hopefully
the
there's no
worst.
truck drivers or van drivers
It's a
anymore.
bit
He's always doing
distracting,
it when
I'll
he's
be
doing
honest.
this.
I bet it is a bit distracting. Just veering off to the left like,
Yeah, it's quite a test, but you know,
Does it make you realise how good a driver you are?
yeah.
But you did write your car off. Not of your fault.
Yeah,
but someone
that wasn't
else's.
me.
that wasn't when getting a blowjob.
No, no.
Different.
It's so
Luckily
funny.
not.
That would have been very
If it
awkward
was,
to
that
explain to your
would've been
insurer as well.
Yeah, or my girlfriend's throat doctor.
Wait, what?
Road docked.
Yeah, because you know, if we were in a crash and she was doing that, then you know.
Oh right, because you would have
I'm
totally
pretty
bruised
sure
the
you
back
need a
of her
doctor as
throat.
well.
I like how he's being really polite with it.
Because,
Well, you know.
I'm a polite gentleman.
People clench
That's a lie.
Fuck off.
when they crash.
Jake is the
I said
angriest
people
person
clench
ever.
when they crash, so you'd probably need a doctor too.
Oh,
Goodness,
yeah.
yes, definitely.
Your dick would
God,
no
I
longer
That's a
be
good job
there.
that didn't happen then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we've all been playing a bit of Pokemon Go this week.
Yeah.
I'm playing the shit out of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
Quite a lot.
playing it not as much as some other people in this room, but I have been playing Pokemon Go.
I've been
bossing
trying to
it right
play
now.
it,
I would
Yeah.
say Corny's done the most.
but my village
I've
is
been
fucking
playing-
shit.
He's been playing it a lot longer than we have, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
Are we
at the
getting our
moment, it's
Pokemon
so
Go
so difficult
up?
to play at the moment because it's got that glitch where the like how far the Pokemon
Yeah, little
are
footsteps.
It's
aren't there.
always freeze.
That's broken.
Yeah.
So it's making it really difficult. Like I've missed out on so many good Pokemon.
Oh, absolutely. So many fucking ones. It's driving me up the wall. Though,
Missed out on
I
Gyarados.
figured out a way to get around that. If you download Ingress, which
Yeah.
is essentially what it's based off of, if you go to where all the little Ingress spots are,
That's
you can
only
see...
for Pokespots, though.
No, because it has
Pokestops
the
and
little
gyms.
white little dots on it, which is
Really?
what you're meant to collect in Ingress, and it's based off the same mechanic that causes Pokemon to spawn. So if you follow the little dots, you can find out roughly where it
Because
is.
I found a few places where Bulbasaur nest just down my road in the little park.
See, everyone's
Is that
saying...
actually where they all are?
So fucking
I
lucky
have
living in
now
Oxford.
got
Yeah.
4 Bulbasaur. I caught 3 of them there, and I hatched the other.
See, it's mad to me that everyone's saying that there's certain spots. Like, I went to a town yesterday where everyone was like, there's Poliwhirls down this one, Poliwags and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in my town, it's fucking random. Like, you're walking down the street, you see an Eevee, and it's like, rat-a-ta, rat-a-ta,
Yeah, no,
rat-a-ta.
definitely. They're mostly, but there are just some places that are actual like nests.
But you're fucking lucky to live in Oxford, because,
Yeah.
like, town is like... Like, I walked into Sainsbury's, and within walking, like, 3 steps into Sainsbury's, I got like 7 Pokemon appear.
Yeah,
and shit
man.
like that.
I had that when I went to Tesco.
Yeah,
Do you want something fun?
supermarkets are great for Pokemon.
It's because there's
So
a lot
weird.
of phones being around there, because it's purely based on how much like data is being used in places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to know something fun?
Yeah.
There's not a single Pokestop or gym within walking distance of my house.
Goodness.
Oh.
That is
fucking.
it's like.
This is the downside of living in the
And I think
countryside.
I've had 2 Pokemon spawn in my village, ever.
Well, when I went back to Gloucester, I barely used
depressing.
it. I mean, apart from when I went into the town, because there was quite a bit there. But yeah, it's like at my house there was nothing.
What
like,
levels, everyone?
8.
13.
I'm level
I think I'm
13.
almost 9.
I'm level 6.
Me and Corny repping it at 13 over here.
Yep.
He's
we're the Pokemon
have like a
masters.
week longer than you.
Yeah, I
have.
know, but
Oh.
I haven't been playing as much because it's something I want me and my girlfriend to do. I don't want to get too ahead of her.
Oh, I'm so lonely.
Soppy cunt.
In all
Jesus
fairness,
Christ.
I'm the only one with a relationship in this room.
Yeah, you are.
That's true.
That's because, I mean,
Also
thanks.
means I'm having
you
the
really
most
hurt me
sex.
right here, Connie. You
Fuck
really
you.
hurt me right here. Anyway, but yeah.
Someone is. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh, you're having sex, but you're not
No,
in a
you said
relationship.
fuck you.
What?
You said fuck you to him.
I'm not gonna fuck him.
Oh, it's alright.
He just
Yeah,
wishes.
Alex missed the joke there.
Yeah.
I didn't
It was his
hear.
girlfriend does that.
I got that.
Alex, it's fine.
And he's like,
It's fine.
"Oh, someone does," or something. And then you were like, started crying. You're like,
Is that how I
"Why
sound?
am I so lonely?" And they're like, "That was pretty much it."
Is that how I sound?
Have you
I know
spoken
someone
to
does.
Yeah.
Fish Lady?
Fish lady.
Yeah.
Why is she called
What?
Fish Lady?
It's just what Z called her.
Sorry,
we
who's
live with a
Fish
guy
Lady?
called Z.
He's actually Mudiwa.
Mudiwa.
But
Mudiwa.
he's Mudiwa Zeno.
So we call him Z.
He's Z.
I call him Mudiwa because I think it sounds so
Should have
cool.
called him
Mudiwa is
Zora
cool.
or something like that.
Nah. But I don't want to be rude. But for
Fat bitch
severe,
cunt.
I don't know her well enough to call her a cunt or a bitch. But she's definitely on the overweight side.
Who's this? The last girl that Alex was
Alex had
shagging.
sex with. Have you heard from her?
No, I haven't spoken to her since the second night.
Why were you shagging her if she was not of the caliber in which you want to pursue?
Not that.
That was a good question.
Essentially, it was like just to get over a hump, and I was feeling pretty lonely.
Hump.
Serious.
This is getting quite personal now.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But
No, you
I'm-
don't.
I'm not
you had
into
an
that.
option. It was
Well,
like,
who you
do
gotta
I
do?
fuck
Am I
her
right?
or do I not?
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, fucking.
Yeah, Z
Get my
did
dick wet.
say he kind of mistook her for a man at one point.
And then you were
did
fucking
like,
jabbing
"Oh,
her.
He was like, "Oh, I was going to say hi, sir," but then I realised it was a girl. So yeah, that was kind of that.
See, if I
Is
was
this during
looking at a girl and
intercourse?
went, like, if I was looking at a girl at any point, I was like, hello, sir, and then went, madam, then I probably wouldn't shag her.
yeah, but
I'm
I
not
didn't
gonna lie.
say that.
Agreed.
In all honesty, though, from the pictures that were on her Tinder,
Yeah.
she wasn't that bad.
Yeah, she
But
knew
then
her
when I-
angles. She knew how to.
With a, it's not
There's
fat.
nothing wrong
It's
with,
not
circular.
fat.
with having
It's
sex
mass.
with larger ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it is when you don't want, when you're like, I don't want to shag this girl. I'll fuck her anyway. Or,
Yeah.
Fucking jab her.
He saw
just
the
that.
opportunity and he
Going
was
deep
like,
sea
"Why not?"
diving.
And he was a goal.
She was. It wasn't that. It was like she was up for it. I was kind of up for it at the same time.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I was up for it.
Oh, is
So-
it? Kind of
Reluctantly
up
up for it.
Did you have to take a stiff drink afterwards?
Stiff.
Probably before.
It's probably an issue.
Yeah.
Hey, I have
Yeah.
no problems with my erect penis. Thank you very much.
This is the thing, is like, if I wasn't
That just
into it,
went whoosh. He was making a joke because she was ugly and fat.
That's it.
yeah.
Here's also the thing is, I think if she was there, she's like, Mr. Blobby's laying on the bed.
Oh, poor girl.
Right?
She
I
wasn't.
don't think I'd be able to get it up for it. I'm sorry, but like, if I'm not attracted to someone, it's not going up, is it?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
In either way.
In either way.
So you've got a fattest.
It's going
penis.
up.
Yeah, do they
it's
So
going
you
up.
have
sometimes they're sideways.
a racist, weightist dick.
It's not my fault my dick doesn't find attractive to some races. It's fine with most. It's just that some it can't deal with.
It's fine with most.
Can we go through which
fucking
ones?
Puerto
Which
Ricans.
ones does it not?
Well, no, you got to list them off, and I'll be like, yay or nay. My
Puerto
penis.
Ricans.
Yeah, sure.
Mexicans,
If they're fit, yeah,
Japanese,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
Chinese,
Less so.
Easy one here.
Indian.
Swedish.
Less,
No.
Swedish.
That's easy.
Well, absolutely. Here's the thing about Sweden, right?
Oh, yeah,
the
they're
Vikings were
lovely.
like, oh, we're going to go somewhere. Who are we going to take with us? Let's take the fit ones. So they did. Now all their children are fucking
Jacob
gorgeous.
with a casual rape joke there.
No, it wasn't a rape joke. That's what the Vikings did. They went there and went, she's fit, I'll take her.
Yeah.
So they did. And now all their children are bloody gorgeous.
Yeah, after watching Game of Thrones, they probably did that.
They probably did.
Definitely
There was a
did.
lot of Viking rape.
Because that's what they're about, isn't it? It's like, you know, I'll have you because you're looking all right.
And then they shag her.
And then they're like, let's waste the rest.
And then they
I mean,
fuck her
yeah,
up.
obviously these days I wouldn't fly, but back then...
That wouldn't really.
pretty
Rape and murder
primal.
doesn't fly these days.
Well, sometimes.
Depends on if you're caught.
Yeah, depends if they find you with the
Who taught
body.
you that? Who taught you that? Your uncle.
Talking about his uncle.
No, don't worry, Jake. Don't worry. It's not rape if you close your eyes. Just.
Jesus Christ.
It's also not rape if you shout surprise.
Oh, this is so dark.
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't know
Anyone
that.
know any
Thanks for
good
that.
baby jokes? Dead baby
No,
jokes.
it's not the time for baby jokes.
Yeah, no, dead baby jokes.
Oh, dead baby
I mean,
jokes.
Yeah.
I've got one, but we can cut it.
How many dead babies does it take to paint a room?
hard to throw
To
them.
paint a wall, yeah.
Depends how hard to throw 'em.
That was fun, yeah.
I mean,
I don't.
I've
Can we
got
go on
one.
to how much
for
you
it.
fucking hate it when someone knows the punchline to your joke? And it's like, great, I didn't get to say the punchline, I just started it. You feel so worthless in your body. You're just
feel
like,
used?
I just feel, yeah, I feel completely used, you know. I set it up and then they get the laugh.
you feel-
It's like, get
Jake?
real.
do you feel like a cigarette?
Sometimes, yeah.
Because we used you, then threw you away.
I'm having a
Fuck you.
meltdown.
Fuck you.
Go on then, tell us your joke, which is really bad.
We'll keep it in.
Wait, silence. Now you can go, because then we can edit it out if it's shit.
What noise does a baby make in a blender?
Don't know.
Good.
I don't know. I was too busy masturbating.
That's staying in.
That was incredible.
Staying.
That blows both of mine out of the water. My other one was, how'd you make a dead baby float?
I don't know.
2 scoops of ice cream and a scoop of dead baby.
Why do babies have the soft spot in their head?
Why?
So you can pick more up with a pitchfork.
I thought you were going to say so you can use that as an ashtray.
That's in Family Guy, isn't it?
That was Britney Spears.
It's just in her kid's head.
Yeah,
and uses an ashtray.
she just pushes it in, puts out a cigarette, and then drops it, and then walks off.
Oh, that's peak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they burned her pretty good. Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty fucked up phenomenon. Has that died off yet? Like, because I remember through the 2000s when I was a small child, you had celebrities going over to Africa, buying children, taking them back.
Didn't buy them. They
Well,
adopted
Madonna,
Yeah, I
them.
don't think it was quite. They went over there and was like, "I'll have that one."
They don't
It's
have
20
Just
quid.
paid their parents, yeah, loads of money. I was like, "We'll have your
wasn't
kids."
They don't have black kids in vending machines.
That would be quite
You said that, not
interesting.
me.
Vending machine, that.
But yeah, so that was like a
It
whole.
would be an interesting vending machine. Interesting as a word that you
Would it
could
be the
use for that
same
vending
as
machine.
when you try and knock it to get a free one out?
Just punch for
Right,
glass.
how do we get to the
Come on,
point?
children.
Well, we're talking about kicking a vending machine full of black children
At least only my
to
dick is
try and
racist.
to try and like nudge one out.
Come on, it's just interesting.
No, not like that. Fucking hell.
Oh my
Trying
god.
out while you're trying to nudge a kid free in the vending machine.
All right, Ian Watkins.
I don't know who Ian Watkins
Ah, hit
is.
my head on the wall.
If you said Jimmy Savile.
Ian Watkins.
Oh my
was
God, right.
Lost Profits.
Hey, right.
Oh, yeah,
speaking,
okay.
speaking of Jimmy Savile.
I know someone who did cocaine with fucking Ian
Do you like
Watkins in the studio.
tracksuits?
So,
Shit tons.
wow. The new owner of Aston Villa Football Club was made to retweet a photo. Someone tweeted to him saying, "It's my grandpa Jimmy's 80th birthday. Could you please retweet this photo
Yeah, I
of him?"
saw
And he was
that.
like, "Oh, always love seeing you down the club, Jimmy." And a picture of fucking Jimmy Savile.
Oh, yeah, that's brilliant, yeah.
Oh, fucking
I've
hell.
seen ones like that. That's good.
When the whole like Ian Watkins thing was about and relevant, some newspapers
That's the
and
one.
like online news story places were using the photo of Ian Watkins from Steps instead of Ian Watkins from Profits.
savage,
And like
man.
he sued some of them for like basically slandering his name.
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
people looked at his face and went, "Oh, he fucked a 6-month-old baby."
Beat the shit out of him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking wrong, isn't it?
Is that what
Ian
Ian
Wa- yeah,
Watkins
he
did.
didn't. He
You've
didn't
never
actually-
heard about Ian Watkins. You've
There's
only.
two Ian
I knew
Watkins.
that he was like,
A kiddie fiddler.
into kids, yeah, but I didn't know anything apart from that.
Yeah, mate. Like
Yeah, it was
he
like-
didn't get round to having sex with the 6-year-old, but there were plans to engage in sex with
There
the
was like a
6-year-old,
whole
and the mother
thing
was in on it.
where he abducted. He basically,
Goodness.
Oh goodness! I'm so
he
surprised.
basically like brainwashed two mothers.
Yeah,
It was
into letting
fucked
him
up.
have sex.
Jeez.
With
Yeah, and they
How
were
do
like
you manage
sex.
that?
It's like, do you know how you sexually?
How do you manage that? Not like to know, but
by being
He's
famous?
actually a hypnotist.
is he actually Darren Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Is
is
Darren
Darren
Brown.
Brown if he stood there,
Confirmed.
zip down, and see him walking,
and just stares into the camera
Illuminati
like
confirmed,
confirmed.
you know? But then they'll be like, maybe that was just Darren Brown being incredible. But actually, it's Ian Watkins the whole time.
I think it was Ian Watkins the whole
I
time.
think it was Ian
Regardless.
Watkins the whole time.
Yeah.
What happened to the old all the members of Lost Prophets started a new band?
They did.
Yeah, they
they
couldn't
have.
call it Lost Profits because
Yeah.
of issues. They got really fucking unlucky with that. Like they got
Mate.
dropped out of like a record deal out of it.
Yeah.
They had to pay back a shit ton because
Well,
they'd just finished
I thought
recording
a
an
couple
album.
of them like knew what was going on, which is
No,
No,
none of them knew
no,
what was
they-
going on.
They were all like,
Holy
what
shit.
the fuck? They got completely. I feel so sorry for the band. They got fucked over
They
by
did.
it.
that is
And they couldn't call. Obviously, you
Awful.
can't call yourself Lost
They
Profits.
can't play any Lost Prophets anymore. Like all of the money they ever probably got from it is now just going to be diminished because no one will ever listen to Lost Prophets. No
Yeah.
one will give
And,
them
like,
radio play.
everything
I'm
aside.
so-
Subjectively, Lost Prophets are quite a good band.
Yeah, I really like
yeah.
Lost Prophets.
I
Yeah.
still listen to Lost Prophets.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
listen
so
to them
do
on
I.
occasion, but it's just
But
like
it's haunting.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it-
like, you
see, the
listen,
way I
you
look at
listen
it
to it
is
and it's like that guy, like,
Town called Hypocrisy.
that was great, and that listening back on that just makes me think, fucking hell, he's been fucking kids
considering
for a while.
that fucking
That whole video
that music video was
is
fucking
like him
weird,
with
man.
kids.
Yeah, but
dancing
you can
around him.
appreciate it for the song, though. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean. Like, just
he
be,
did turn out to be like that, but it didn't interfere with his music. His music
yeah,
was still
exactly.
good.
His music was still good. Like,
It's like with Michael Jackson, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like if
everyone
you
liked his
judged him,
music.
if everyone was like, I don't like Michael Jackson because
He
of
fiddled
everything
kids.
bad he's done. It's
Yeah, but
like
that was unproven.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
never
that
proven
that
with
got
him.
taken to court and then went, nah.
yeah, I know.
just
but
like-
it's-
I mean, still.
I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
There's
guess
no
there was
point.
still a
like even
a
if he
black
was into
mark on his
kids, it
name.
didn't affect his music. Everyone loved his music before
Yeah,
he found
exactly.
that out. So it was like
And they still loved it after.
the music
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
change.
The music is timeless, but it's just for people.
Yeah, it's
also
it's
changed-
separating people from their
separate
art.
that from their art.
Yeah,
exactly.
Britney Spears as well, and she went a bit nuts
She
and
went
shaved all of
batshit
her head
crazy.
off.
I'm pretty sure she didn't.
didn't shave her head
fuck
off. She
any
shaved
kids.
her hair off.
Yeah, that one.
I hate it when I'm shaving my head and just my hair
you
comes.
know what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Accidentally tripped over and shaved his head off.
Yeah, and then
Just
she
like that woman that died from the speedboat.
What's this?
Oh, there was a famous woman in the 90s, and basically
Oh,
she got
yeah.
decapitated
She
because
was
she,
saving
she
her
fell in
kid.
the water on a speedboat. Just
Wasn't there?
You wouldn't know that
something
happened, though.
like
Disgusting.
within the last 2 years that,
That
did
sounds
that
like
to save her
something
kid
that
as
could
well.
happen on
I'm not
Final
sure. It was
Destination.
she was really famous.
Yeah,
Which
she
is
was
still-
Turns your
big
head into
figure.
a slinky if you did that, though, wouldn't it?
Oh,
that's
cool.
just
That's
really
disgusting.
unlucky though.
I mean, you're disgusting.
yeah, poor woman. Yeah,
Something
that's
me-
coming from Jake,
That's pretty bad. To
the
be fair.
foulest person I know.
What?
Getting a bit
Apart
personal
from when
here.
we were rummaging around in the Hoover, but
Pardon? Is that a euphemism?
No, they literally were
we
rummaging
lost some
around in
stuff
it.
in the Hoover, so we were trying to find it.
What sort of
And I
stuff?
was getting proper into it. I was loving it, like taking it apart. It smelt a bit bad, obviously, but yeah, I was
smelled
getting
worse.
into it. Finding 5p's, I was like, I'm having that. And everyone else was like
Were they
puking up and
frozen?
going, "Oh, it's so horrible."
I
And
have
I
an
was just
allergy
like,
to
you know,
dust.
ripping it apart. My hands got a bit itchy afterwards, but so I
And I've
wouldn't-
got tetanus now, but you know.
yeah, but it was good fun.
I only went and got full blown AIDS from it, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, something me
Not
and Corny,
HIV, but full blown AIDS.
Exactly.
something me and Corny were talking about yesterday because I can't remember. Oh, we were because of some girl said they liked criminology.
Oh
Is-
yeah.
Who's your favourite serial killer?
I've never really thought about it.
Interesting question.
I think
Are we talking about real life or not real, life?
Real life serial killers.
Okay.
Coco Pops Monkey.
Coco the monkey
That's the one.
from the Coco
I think
Pops advert.
because I'm from Gloucester, I would have to say Fred West.
Fred West.
Because
Fred West.
he was from Gloucester. He was actually, he lived.
From your hometown.
Yeah,
Got to support your hometown.
It was
serial
actually
killer.
because when you think Gloucestershire especially is really big, but like literally like in the bit of Gloucester where I live, not far from town, but not too close. It's a horrible place.
Don't go there.
Perfect.
No,
middle
where
ground.
I live is all right, but yeah, and literally not far from me is where Fred West used to live, and his
Where did he touch you?
daughter actually works at Morrison's.
Does she?
Yeah,
Does she still work there?
Yeah, I know she is because my mum like said, oh, she was Fred West's daughter, and I was
She
like,
was. Still is.
well, yeah, I mean, but
That must be really fucked up. Like,
Oh,
she
yeah.
must deal with a lot of shit because of her dad.
She probably
It's like she
changed her
had
name.
literally nothing to do with it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
she probably
like,
doesn't share the name.
I wish I
anymore.
watched the TV show because that was kind of crazy in my town. Everyone was watching it because obviously it was from, he was from.
Yeah, from Gloucester.
But yeah, but to be honest, I don't really know much apart from that he used to kill people and bury them in his back garden, something like
Have you checked your back garden?
that. Yes, because that's where I hid my dead bodies.
Yeah, because my favourite serial killer is Myra Hindley. I think that's kind of a classic, but yeah, she's my favourite.
See, I can't remember
Cool.
the name of mine.
Can we just describe these people because I don't actually know who
Myra
that is.
Hindley
so
was
just
like
say
the one
what
with
she
like the
did
bleached
and-
blonde. She was like the bleached blonde hair. She was involved with like the Moors murders, so up in like Manchester,
Oh yeah.
where like her and Ian, what's his last name?
Watkins.
Yeah, I knew you were not Ian Watkins.
We had a
That's what I was
computer bloke
thinking.
with someone
Ian
with that.
something. Ian something. It will come to me later, and I'll probably just shout it out in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like kidnapped children, like boys
Good
and
start.
girls, like raped them,
Oh Christ.
and then
Continues to get better, eh?
murdered them, and then buried them up on the moor. And there was
Mate, saying up on
then,
the moor
there's
sounds
still-
so perfect for a serial killer, doesn't it? Oh, buried up on the moor.
yeah, and there's
Sounds so-
It sounds like
Dark and
every single
mysterious.
janitor in Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
yeah, there was
Like where the crime takes place.
There was one woman who her son like still hasn't been like discovered yet, and
He's not telling anyone where he is.
yeah, he wouldn't tell her where he was because Myra Hindley died like in like the 90s or something. I don't know exactly when, but I think that was when. But Ian something is still alive, and he wouldn't tell her where her son was up on the
peak.
moor, and then she died, so she never got to bury her son.
That's rough.
Well,
That's P.
reburied.
Yeah. You know, that
was so
Oh, Ian, is it Eel Kesley?
No,
You know,
Ian Dollery
no,
Ian Drury.
and the Blockheads. The son of Satan, killer Robert K. jailed.
So-
you were actually describing
Ian Brady. That's it, Ian Brady.
You're actually describing a film to me because I've seen that film, and it's got Angelina Jolie in. It's called The Changeling or something.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Oh
of that.
mate, that is such a good film, and it's about this woman's son gets kidnapped, and yeah, but it's like back in the olden days, where
How old?
women used to be the
The
operators.
80s.
You know, when they dial the phone, they go operator.
Yeah.
Like back in those days.
Do you want to do that
And,
again, please?
They went like what?
And like, because the women were the operators, and that's where she worked. And basically, like, they ended like a year, or maybe 3 years later or something. They found a kid who claimed to be her son, but it wasn't. And she was like, "You are not my son," like type of thing. But the police were trying to brainwash her and say, you know, he's just changed. He's not the same as when he left. And then it turned like she kind of flips the lid on the police and saying like they're all lying, but then they end up getting sectioned to a mental hospital.
I thought you were going to say sex change then.
On a side note, Myra
Happy
Hindley
ending,
died
then.
on the 15th of November 2002
Oh,
Okay,
man.
thanks.
at age 60.
I was 5.
Only 60.
Only 60.
Also,
But
the
Ian
kid-
Brady is still alive and well. I think he's like sectioned. No, he wants to be sectioned, but he won't be.
He's just like in solitary, isn't he?
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking of
What
that of the girl with the dragon tattoo. The
Good film.
Good film.
The
Still not seen
not the
Good
American
trilogy.
one.
Mm.
Still not
And
seen
yeah,
it.
and that was when he was kind of like there was a bloke torturing a woman. Oh, it was so brilliant. Like, I mean, that sounds bad, doesn't it? But the way they did it, and you know, and he kind of, he gave her a glass of water, and then it kind of calmed out, and it seemed like, oh, she was actually going to be all right. But then he kind of acknowledged that, and he said, you know, when you like give someone a glass of water, you give them hope or something, and then you just like strangling her or something.
That's pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah, but it's so well done, man. It's
Very
So what was that film
excellent.
that you told me about, like The Girl Next Door or something?
Oh, mate.
What's the
brutal.
film
That is
you
dark.
like the first time I met you, you were like, oh mate, there's this great film. Have you seen it? And you name the film and you go, yeah, it's got like a great 5-minute rape scene in it.
Oh, 9 minute, that was irreversible.
Look how excited he is.
Oh, mate, that was dark. Yeah, that was the worst point, though. At the start, you see a guy cave another guy's head in with a fire extinguisher,
As you
which
do.
looks real as hell. But no, it's more of the
How real did
how the film was shot, because it was all a series of one shots. And it would kind of have a really cool transition, and then it would go into another shot, and it would just be one long take. And you know, the way they did it was incredible. But yeah, I mean, in a filmmaking way, the rape scene was actually incredible of how they made it, because when you watch it, you're just like, I really cannot watch this. Like, you just want it to cut away, but it's like it doesn't. And yeah. So that.
What film is it?
Irreversible. It's a French film.
Ah, of course it is.
All subtitled. Yeah, that's crazy. But no, the Girl Next Door was on a list of most fucked up films, and yeah, and essentially it was the most fucked up films. And anyway, I wasn't told this, and it was put in front of me, so I was watching it. And at the start, it just looked like something like Stand By Me, where it's just an American classic. So I was like, okay, it's a bit odd, this song, but okay, I'm going to watch it. And then, so yeah, it was about this kid who, next door, these two girls moved in. He fancied the older one, because the younger one was like super young. And he was like
Wouldn't stop
13.
Ian.
Wouldn't stop you.
I said it
Oh,
wouldn't stop
mate.
Ian.
Wouldn't
right.
stop Ian.
No, anyway, yeah. And so
Two for
he
the price of
really
one.
gets to like this girl, and because she moved in with her auntie after her mother died. Anyway, yeah, and so they moved in with their auntie, and he lived with his, I don't know, parents or grandparents or whatever. And basically, he really liked this girl. But she moved in with these 3 boys who were absolutely fucked up. And essentially, they said, like, do you want to play this game? They were playing a game at first where they blindfolded, like, their sister or something. And then, like, it was kind of like a Marco Polo type of thing, but in the forest.
As you
And
do.
I was like, oh, that's actually, a bit of fun. But yeah, this got a bit dark. They took her to the basement, tied her up, and started hitting her.
Right.
Yeah, it got
0 to
pretty
100
dark
real quick.
pretty quickly. And yeah, and they were like, they tied her up, like she was hanging from her hands, like, and they left her there like overnight and stuff. And they would come down and like cut her or like burn her or something. Mate, this was dark, mind. And their auntie was sat there watching, like she was getting the boys to do it. And then
I'll
like
make
it
you
gets to a
some
point
cookies.
where like one of the boys is just essentially raping her. And
Essentially.
yeah, and she just has to lie there and take it, and it's like, it is so brutal to watch.
So is this
Like she's just like, oh, because before that as well, the auntie used a blow dryer, not blow dryer, that's a hair thing, isn't it?
Blowtorch.
Blowtorch, that's it, on the girl's private parts.
Oh.
Yeah. And I would actually say that's more brutal than Antichrist. And in that, a woman chops off her clitoris with scissors.
Oh no.
Oh man,
Oh no.
it's not.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to change the topic
So
to
that was
something
a-
less brutal.
that was a Pixar film, right?
Pajamas.
Yeah, my favourite actually.
Pajamas. What's people's views on pajamas?
From rape to pajamas.
Yeah.
Film. From film. We were talking about a film, okay?
Yeah,
just
keep
happened
it
to be-
classy, lad. Keep it classy. This was like French film. I was drinking wine and eating biscuits while doing this.
No, that was irreversible. The other one was just like a American
Cheese.
one.
That French
I
tradition of
couldn't
biscuit.
believe it.
That's
Jeez.
brutal.
So yeah,
Yeah,
pajamas.
pyjamas.
I love pajamas.
I'm not a pajama.
I like
I'm not a pajama
pajamas around the
person.
house, but I don't like sleeping in pajamas.
No, fuck pajamas. It's all about
Fuck pajamas.
No, it's all about pajama bottoms and being topless.
Yeah.
Because then you can walk around your house with your parents there and not feel like a mug, and
Yeah.
then be like, oh, I'm all comfortable because I've got my nips out.
Got my nips.
I usually have tracksuit bottoms and a t-shirt. Like usually a very baggy t-shirt, like a 5XL one.
If I'm fair, I like to wear a woman to bed, if you know what I mean, guys.
I got it online, and not from the person you're thinking.
What were we
How does
thinking?
it smell?
Smells beautiful. Like roses. A bit crystal meth in.
Let's go. Pajamas would be something which would suck to buy second hand from like charity shop.
Oh,
right?
mate, you wouldn't buy
Oh.
pajamas second hand.
I
would
always
you?
get my
Oh,
pajamas.
Too
new.
personal.
That reminds me of the Little Britain sketch. where
Oh
there's a
mate, I
woman-
was just about to say
a
that.
woman going, did someone die in these? She's like, well, I believe her husband died in her sleep, so yes, someone did die. Okay, I'll have these then.
Yeah, like it was. They were going to the others. Did someone die in this? They were like, we don't know. So he just said no,
Oh.
and then he put it back until he found one that someone died in. He's like, yeah, I'll have this. I was like, mate, Little Britain's awesome.
I love Little Britain, man.
Oh, what about you? Look at it now, and it's like that could never be released now because of how much racist bits are in it. Like when
My cock would love it.
when it was like they were being women like tasting cakes, like judging
with
cakes,
the
and
old
then
woman,
and then
yeah.
she was eating it. She's like, oh yeah, it's really. She is in David Walliams,
Yeah.
dressed as a woman. Yeah, it's just like, oh,
I'm
this
aware
is
of the
really good.
concept.
And then the person was like, yeah, my husband made them, and it was like a black guy, and then she just started throwing up everywhere, like all
Because
over
the
the
black
people.
guy made
But is that a racist joke or an ageist joke? Because it's about just
Yeah.
old people being racist.
Yeah,
it's not
that's-
about the racism. It's
I
about
just saw back in the day when I saw it, I actually saw that as just English, to be honest, which is really
man,
bad.
that's
Yeah.
really bad.
But like, not all English people.
That's the joke, though. It's,
But
it's just a
I would
commentary
think-
on English.
Yeah, I would be like that is like an
Values.
adult because I was pretty young when it came out.
Mm.
Can't remember when
I
Little
wasn't
Britain came
allowed
out,
to
but
watch it when it came out.
neither was I.
Yeah,
My
I
dad
watched
bought me
it.
the game.
I had
Nice.
the game. You could be David Thomas on roller skates.
Yeah, and then go, yeah, but no, but yeah,
yeah.
but go.
Oh no!
And also you
Jesus.
could be Andy at the swimming pool, and you had to do the diving.
I
That was
love
good.
the fact that Andy and they, when there's the
You're right,
idea of a disabled guy who's not actually disabled. He's
Yeah,
like-
that is.
I mean, that's a commentary on the fact
He's a
that
lazy prick.
I mean, that is,
in that tree?
I failed.
Oh.
I mean, that's just a commentary on the fact that British people didn't understand, well, aren't very good with disabled or calling disabled people lazy and shit like that. Like Little Britain is absolutely genius.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
have you never talked to an elderly person who's been like, oh, those bloody disabled lot on benefits, all lazy and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
I
Yeah, I
have.
know people like that.
Oh,
I know a
absolutely.
few like that.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
never heard a disabled person be called lazy.
Oh, I have many
have.
times.
No.
But I live in a town where you have a council estate at one end, and then also you have like some of the most expensive housing in Oxfordshire because it's like where all the Londoners buy their second house. And David Cameron lives 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah,
Davey,
so
see?
see if you can triangulate where Jacob lives with all that information.
Yeah, if you
That'd be interesting.
Could
if
you
you
give us your house number as well?
It's actually it's a place.
Oh yeah.
Is it named?
I know it's Rose Cool. I could release some sensitive
Oh, Rose
information.
Manor.
No, I do not live in a manor house. Actually, my house has a name and a number.
what is the number?
What's the name?
Can't
Sounds a
remember the
bit-
number. I'm not telling you either of those, especially on something that's going on the interwebs.
That's true.
I'll tell you after.
However, it is.
You're fucking uncutting that then. That's getting cut.
Hill in Gloucester.
Do you know what? I mean, this is getting cut, but do you know
People
what
dance
it
on
is?
it.
It's because people used to get hung where my house is. So when you'd pull the thing, they would dangle and their feet would dance.
Oh, we can bleep all that
Oh,
out,
that's
right?
nice.
Yeah, that's getting bleeped. That's
can
getting
bleep.
taken out.
Here's another thing. On Game of Thrones, you know when they filmed the. Actually, no, I can't talk about it because it's
yeah,
a spoiler.
fucking knob.
Yeah. Don't talk.
Sorry that you haven't watched it that far
I'm in
yet.
season. I'm halfway through season 5.
I am
Okay.
halfway through season 1.
I'm talking
Do you
season
want some
6.
Blu-rays box
so-
sets? I can hook you up. Bro.
No, I've got.
He's
All of them.
illegally downloaded them.
I didn't illegally download them. It wasn't even done in this part of the country.
It was done in Essex by his girlfriend.
Yep.
Popo, go arrest that lass.
Yeah.
Away.
Oh, actually, please don't.
Police, away.
Police away.
Right. Well, we've come to. We're running out of time, I think.
Yeah. According to that, we're 72 minutes, but there's some cutting to be done
There's
because
a
we've had
substantial amount.
technical difficulties.
This
Yeah.
has been
So,
an interesting podcast.
It has
to be
been
involved
very
in.
good.
My
It's been
feet
a
are really-
pleasure
This
once
has
again.
definitely been the darkest podcast we have participated in, and the only thing that's different is the big man in the corner.
Me.
My feet are real sweaty as well.
Yeah, mine are
Yeah.
foul.
Yeah.
So on that note, we'll just
So's my brow.
say goodbye.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
There's been some mad rhymes.
Oh, just before we finish, what should the @Joe Landell's picture be for this week?
Oh god.
What should it be?
Some of the shit we've talked
Sorry,
about.
I haven't been. What's
Black
this? Could we
women.
recap?
Okay,
Oh,
so
so-
every week we ask the listeners to tweet Joe,
Yeah.
Yep.
sat to my left,
I mean, first
a
it
picture
was,
of
Gary Newman.
something. So week 1 it was Gary Newman.
but they also thought it was Randy Newman.
They also thought
I done
Randy Newman.
fucked up.
Second week it was the Queen.
Yeah.
Last week
It was penises.
It was penises. And this week, what's it going to be?
A little bit of me is.
Baby sick.
Oh.
I was thinking
What were you thinking, Cornelius?
it's really dark,
Go
but
for
I
it.
was thinking like
They're
little skinny Africans. Because we were talking. I know, but it's really
podcast
bad.
just went fucking up.
Just because we were talking about
So,
like slaves so
okay,
much
so-
earlier.
Tweet @Joe Landell's
Oh my
a picture
God.
of a starving African child.
With the tagline, please donate £1.
Oh, Jesus.
So that one gets a reaction, but sending like disgusting penises. But
Yeah,
Because
I
one
see
is
them all
not-
the time because I send them to Jacob.
yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get fucking things of like dying African children who like are just unfortunate.
Okay,
Yeah, those
and
poor
also
people.
we have a little bit of news as well. On our SoundCloud, we're only allowed
Oh, fuck yeah.
like 4 hours of time.
Because SoundCloud is bollocks, so
Yeah,
fuck
because
'em.
we don't have a premium
Sound
account.
cunts is what I call them.
Uh-huh. So yeah, after next week's episode, we are having to archive episode 1, and then every week we'll have to archive stuff. But we're gonna make a Dropbox, so every episode will still be available to download if you wish to listen at a later stage.
You can watch it too, but if you watch the Soundwave, you're fucking sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very boring.
Put it on in the background.
Yeah.
Where you're feeding your kids.
Yeah. When you're knocking one out.
Yeah. Just
So
listen to
on
us
when
talk
you're
about anal fingering.
That's
Yeah.
what I usually do.
Or
I'll be
you're
like
firing the
wanking
blender
out and be like, it's just not working. So then I just whack on a bit of Alex's sensual voice and it's
Or,
just
you know,
fucking gone.
Yeah,
Or you
just
fire
can't-
the
just
blender.
can't fill-ins.
And I'm just covering the room in semen, left and right.
And then you'll be like,
Sometimes
oh,
it
Alex,
lands
you're
on the
filling me
floor,
up.
sometimes it's my ceiling, the other times
Sometimes
it's
it
my leg.
goes up someone's nose.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
And sometimes
Actually
it
got it all out
makes
yet.
a queef. So-
Oh. Right.
So to recap, please don't send me
we're going.
pictures of African children.
It's the
Please
Joe
do,
Landell's this week.
Really?
@Joe Landell's African children.
Jake, where's the
or
worst?
if you're nice, just send me a picture of the Pokemon you're most proud of catching. You know.
Actually, that's
Do that
quite
as well.
nice. Either or.
Either or,
That's current,
or
but a
both.
tad gay.
Jake,
Not in a derogatory way.
Cool.
Yes.
what's the furthest you've come?
In length.
I don't.
Why are we saying this now?
I don't do
Because
it like that.
I have semen on the brain.
It's not like I stand at
Wouldn't
the
be
end
the
of my
first
bed.
time.
Go wash your hair
It's
then,
not like I
mate.
stand at the end of my bedroom. I'm like, all right, let's see how far I can get it this time.
How far do you reckon you could get it if you tried?
I don't know. Like
I could do 2 meters, I reckon.
I reckon I could do 2 meters.
Yeah, probably.
Pushing
I
2.5.
probably could. I could probably just 2 meters.
That shit
But yeah.
flies up fast.
It does, and it goes a long way.
It does.
Like, I
It also leaves a fucking trail.
It
as
does. It
well.
goes. It skids across the bed, and
It
you're
makes
like,
that noise as well.
It also depends on what you've been eating, because then the consistency is different.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
Oh, mate.
So, like sometimes it's a bit gooey, the other times it's a
Well, you
little bit
know, or you've
watery.
had some pineapple and it's like an air freshener.
oh.
That's what I do. When my Febreze runs out, I just come on my walls.
Oh,
So yeah, anyway.
And on that
Yeah, on
bombshell,
that note, yeah, we'll see you next week, listeners.
Just to recap, slavery is bad. Don't participate.
Don't come on
Yeah,
walls.
but like send those pictures.
Yeah, send the pictures.
I wanna
Slavery
see
is
those.
bad, and snakes aren't good oral partners.